Hello, America. I'm Ron Burgundy.
And I'm Veronica Corringstone. Thank you to the very few, who tuned into the broadcast journalism news.
Let's start this with the weather. Report from, of course, Gandhi.
Looks like the weather just keeps getting warmer. Saturday is going to have a high of 50 degrees and mostly sunny. Sunday is going to have a high of 54 degrees with light showers throughout the day. Next week, expect a high of 58 to 60 degrees. Back to you, Ron.
Thanks, Gandhi. Always a pleasure working with you.
Moving on. Did you know that there's less than a month of school left? Summer is fast approaching, and a lot of us will probably be looking for summer jobs. Let's turn to Lola for some job interview tips.
Gracias, Veronica. Looking forward to the sun this summer? It might have been all fun and games when we were younger, but now it's time to look for a summer job. Here are some tips to help you better your skills at job interviews. Tip number 1, dress nicely. This doesn't mean renting a French Monsieur silk on a blasted tuxedo or a fairy princess godmother loving bad prom dress. It just means dress appropriately. Wear nice, clean clothes that make you look brighter and healthy. Also, make sure you don't smell bad. Total turn off. Tip number 2, be prepared. Do a little bit of research about the company and about the positions you're looking for. This will make you seem really smart and show that you have a head full of knowledge about the company. Now that's pretty impressive. This also helps you look out when they ask you questions about what the company and what they're looking for. Also, show up 15 minutes early. Being late is very off-putting. And that is all. Back to Ron and Veronica. Psst. Call me Ron.
Due to Lola being really creepy, the segment tips from Lola will no longer be broadcasted. Go to Vanessa for a book review. Take it away, Vanessa.
This week, our book is The Forest of Hands and Teeth. Mary lives in a walled village, keeping out the cannibalistic undead. No one is allowed out. One bite from a zombie and your life is over. Mary believes that there is more out there than what she is allowed to see. She gets her chance to find out when a break in the fence occurs. Mary and several friends escape down a path where they discover that their village is not the only one out there. The Lexile score is 900 and worth 14 points. Back to you, Ron and Veronica.
It is now time to reveal the last week's Guess Who That Teacher Was. That's right, it was Mr. Hannon, and the winner of the Monster Cookie is...
Karen, congratulations, you won the Guess That Teacher! You won the Guess That Teacher drawing. I'm so excited! This is all for me.
Now here's this week's Guess That Teacher.
When asked if she could have any superpower, she chose to fly. She would like to be able to go anywhere she wants, anytime, and never have to pack. When asked who would win in the battle, Mr. Merrick or Karen, she chose Karen, because shorter people can aim for the knees, and she is also very quick. Here's the time to get to know one of our chargers a little better. Gandhi is with Andrew.
Here's our student of the week, Andrew.
Hello.
Andrew, what's your favorite class?
Astronomy.
Why is astronomy your favorite class?
Because I never what's going to happen next, and it's a fun class to do.
Okay. Are you in any sport?
Yes, I'm currently in baseball, and I'm also in football and basketball.
Why do you like baseball?
It's a fun game. I get to play the outfield, and you just get to run around and hang out with friends.
Well, school is almost over. What are your plans for this summer?
Work and hang out with friends.
Where do you work?
The Westbrook Pool and the Westbrook School.
Okay, I guess that's all. Thank you, Andy.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Gandhi. Always a pleasure working with you.
The Yes team is always up to something. We got a chance to catch up with one of the members.
So Amber, what have you been doing in the past in Yes, and how does it affect what you are doing now?
Well, first we put up misers on the pop machines so they shut off when there was no activity going by, so it saves electricity. Second, we went over to the elementary at the third graders and taught them a lesson on recycling and electricity. Third, we did a tire check out here. We checked everyone's tires and to see how much carbon dioxide was produced into the air. And now we are monitoring the mileage of people. and we are also planning a carpool day to conserve gas. And we are setting up a day at Expressway where we can check everyone's tire pressure, do all the routine checks on cars to see if they're actually running properly. And right now we're prepping for our competition that we sent an application, and we are trying to win a $1,500 grant for next year. We are competing against approximately 20 teams.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the torch that Lady Liberty is holding today isn't the torch that she had originally? This is something the senior class learned on their trip to Washington. Here's an interview we got with one of the classmates.
I've got a senior here from the class trip. Malia, what was your favorite thing about the class trip?
My favorite thing is most definitely Broadway and seeing Times Square.
What did you think of the class trip?
It was well worth it. It was pretty educational. You get to see all these things that you see in the textbooks in like Mrs. Arndt's class. You see all these pictures of stuff and she talks about it, and you're actually there and you actually see it, and that's pretty cool.
Did you do anything on the class trip that you can't do back here in Minnesota?
Broadway. Most amazing I've ever seen. Probably once in a lifetime thing, and yeah.
Do you think that it is worth the time and money to go on the class trip?
Definitely. You get in what you put in, so yeah, it's definitely worth it. You get a big sense of independence, and they trust you to go off on your own in this giant city, which is pretty amazing. So yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you for your time, Malia.
Yep.
And back to you guys.
The seniors had only been back for 2 school days, and it was already coronation on the following Monday. We want to give a big congrats to Sina and Philip, who were crowned Spring Week Queen and King. We got a chance to catch up with the Queen herself.
Hello, this is Malia, and with us today is Sina, our Spring Week Queen. So, Sina, take us through the events of you winning.
Well, I was sitting, and then we just got up, and then we were just gonna hold hands and whatever else. And then Dalton was going through the line, and then I thought he would go back, but he just said something on my head, and so I was like, oh, it fell. So yeah.
Yes, I remember that. Were you surprised that you won?
I was. I thought it would be someone else. I was really surprised. I was like, oh.
So now that you have all this amazing power, what do you plan to do with it?
I've been cutting the lunch line.
Oh, cut it in front of me the other day. Well, I guess that's a lot of power.
Yes.
Why do you think you were chosen to be Spring Week Queen?
I really had no idea. I didn't think I would win, so I never thought of that.
Alright, so let's get to know her a little better. What is your favorite artist or music?
Oh, Shiny, a Korean boy band. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with them.
Why?
What do you mean why? It's just Korean. I mean, they're everything. Okay, I'm just obsessed.
Okay, and final question. What's the activity that you did look forward to most during Spring Week?
It was the wall climbing. I was like looking forward to that one most. So.
Cool. Alright, that was Sina, and back to you guys.
Isn't she cute? Speaking of cute, check out these adorable creatures.
Why wasn't I in that? How rude. How impertinent.
Impertinent? Hey, that's our word of the week.
Yes, impertinent. Say it with me. Impertinent.
Impertinent is an adjective that means bold or disrespectful. A way to use it correctly in a sentence is, Ron is a rash, impertinent person.
You think I have a rash and am an important person?
Whatever helps you sleep at night. And that is all for this week's broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, WWG.